All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the New York Giants. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. What do you need? Right there. Hey, alert! Left, man!
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
13.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
They run with Breida, and he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. To throw is Garoppolo. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Check 9. I got you.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And an alley to run. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A 22-yard scamper. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Bang! Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, Alpha.
Throwing Jones. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Jones now operating from the gun. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. 13 yards there and a Niner 1st. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
I'm coming after you. I'm got it.
He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down.
Here we go. 180. Hey, pick your game up. He's checking.
On 1st down, here's Breida. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
65. 56, the mic, boy. 56. Check, 56. Get in the weight room. Get it hot.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo eluding the pressure right. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. From 6 yards away. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Sanders on for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They keep it with Barkley on first down. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. 31 yards there and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Jones. He's got it to Matthews, complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
They'll run on first down. It's Norton, and they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Giants nothing.
Let's go now. 8, read. Situation, let's go. Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey. Go. 4 down. 24 is the mic. Big grip.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. On the draw, this is Barkley. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. short throw pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line.
Alert three, alert three. Alert three. White. Hey, let go.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And some room to roam now. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Defense wins championships, baby. 13.
From just shy of midfield, Garoppolo. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 29-yard line. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Now it's Breida. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the 24, Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space. Not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. How about the defensive stand here from 1st and goal, 3 straight incompletion?
Yeah, I think people are wondering why didn't they try and run it at least once in there. But once the first incompletion happened, it's almost like they were committed to throwing the ball from then on out.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Let's go! Let's go!
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
I'm on. Check. Lucky. Joker. Get it.
Off play action. Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. 10 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Let him know. Check 4. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Mike's by 4. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Now.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action.
Come on, Lyle. We better than that.
We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in week. Looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Matthews, the intended target.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And he slings one that's incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Hey, alert. Check. 58. Exit. Come to my world.
Garoppolo now. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, Wood. 59.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he couldn't hang on. Almost an interception there defensively. Instead, it brings up 4th.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the 1st half.
That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That's a double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious. cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 6.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch QB's on. Watch QB's on. Go.
Now Saquon Barkley. Oh, he's got some breathing room. A big play there just before halftime. 65 yards. So all of a sudden with that run, maybe now a chance for points here.
It's a total mind shift, isn't it? Because what you were saying before was, hey, let's just get out of here, get the half over with. Instead, we can get some points now.
Now Jones on 1st down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Got it. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
2nd and 5. Finds his tight end Ingram. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Tight right. 3 down.
Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And the kick by Rosas is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the 2nd half.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Here we go. 59. I don't think you got it, son.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance? Like, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. A pretty good effort there, 9 yards, but not enough. We'll likely see the punt team now on 4th down. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. So possession goes over here on the punt. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
A couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
A run by Barkley, going to go backwards as he's going to lose right around 3 yards here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. They'll run it again with Barkley. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Bravo! Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Danny. Go.
On 3rd down, Jones. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Nick Bosa able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now is really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line. In pregame, get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On 2nd and inches, Garoppolo. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
Here we go, here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
6 guard, check 6 guard. Check 2.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They run again with Breida. That second down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
I got this.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 43.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Here's Breida. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. Past the 20. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
65. Check 13.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Clay that time, and now it's 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Garoppolo. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. Clay, the intended receiver.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Jones throwing to start the drive. And an alley to run. That's on Kevin Zeitler, acquired in the Odell Beckham trade. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
All right, here we go. Let's go, V, let's go. Hey, let's get this.
Jones now operating from the gun. Flush to his right. And connecting here with DJ Shark. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Throwing again on second down. Jones. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. He finds his target. It's Matthews. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And he gets it away, and it's a laser, headed for the sidelines. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. It'll go as a 1st down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Matt Breida, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Here we go. 50, plant. Leo. He's coming. We got double up. Rock it.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
We call a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
Ready?
From the gun on 3rd down. Jones flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Watch 54.
Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. He gets it to Cooks. That one goes for 24 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Mike 54. Hey, Mike 7. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. In your face.
From the 22, Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Throwing, Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it second and goal. They go back to the ground now with Barkley, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a third and goal.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Yeah, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a third and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are back within a single score.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And the 49er hands team does its job. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it, but even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
To throw is Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like you did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing.
21, here we go.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. They got to get to the 23 here on third.
Rip right, rip right. Kill, kill, kill.
Lock, lock, lock. 65, 65.
Back to throw, Garoppolo. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Here's Jones. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, Wahoo!
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. You got nothing today. You got nothing.
49, check 49, check 49.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
3rd and 10 wasn't going to be easy. Now after the holding penalty, they have to deal with a 3rd and 20.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check it.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
So another big shot dodged there defensively. Now they're just one more incompletion away from salting away this victory, and I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
And that's complete to Cooks. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Down, 8, read.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Down.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw, deep depth, and this is taken in at the 5. 39 yards there, a big one. And did he just clock that? Looked like he tried to stop the clock, but the clock wasn't even moving.
15.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Check 3. Check 3.
Hey, Charlie.
Back to throw. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. From the gun, Jones. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. He's back to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Okay, ready?
942. Hey. Let's go.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants.